Anybody in here a person of faith?
Years before he became president, out of the blue, Donald Trump called Paula White Cain. He said she had the it factor. Now the two pray together in the Oval Office. It's the latest stop in Paula's unlikely journey.
How I even got involved, because one thing I said, I'll never do politics. But when it came down to it, it wasn't about doing politics. It was about an assignment to say no to President Trump would be saying no to God.
I've turned down so much money. I feel so foolish. I feel so foolish. You know, my whole life has been a life of accumulation. Money, money, I want more money. I don't even know why. You know, it's like, just keep going. Money, money. I want to build more buildings. Many, many buildings along Miami. I want to build more. And I say sometimes it's been greedy. I want to be greedy, greedy. Now I want to be greedy for the United States of America. I'm going to be greedy.
Saying it become all about mansions, planes, money, and fame. Another detractor says everything she does is a total act, and it's all about money.
Somehow the church in America has been hijacked by greed. And it's very, very sad, because it's a testimony on how we are not caring.
Phone call. He was watching Christian television, and he called up and said, "Hey, you're fantastic."
So we've got people lined up for questions. I just got one more, because you used the word Christian. Have you ever asked God for forgiveness?
That's a tough question. I don't think in terms of, I'm a religious person.
Did you bring Donald Trump to Jesus?
I've laid out the gospel very clearly, and I know that Donald is saved.
But Trump says he's never asked God for forgiveness.
Have you ever asked God for forgiveness?
I'm not sure I have. I just go and try and do a better job from there. I don't think so.
Critics say she preaches the prosperity gospel, emphasizing material riches over spiritual ones.
To click on that donation button by minimizing the screen.
Do you tell them that if they give to you, they will get financial riches from God?
Am I going to say, I have probably said that, okay, here's when I go, my 50-year-old self wouldn't do what my 20 or 30 or 40-year-old self did.
You know, that's the principle I teach, that find your passion in life and figure out a way to make money.
Well, I think that's the key, is you have to find something that you call passion. I call you have to find something that you really love.
You know, that's the principle I teach, that find your passion in life and figure out a way to make money.
Well, I think that's the key, is you have to find something that you call passion. I call you have to find something that you really love. And if you don't find that, you've got a problem, because you're never going to be good at it, and you're never going to be happy.
Wherever I go, God rules. When I walk on White House grounds, God walks on White House grounds. I had every right and authority to declare the White House as holy ground, because I was standing there, and where I stand is holy.
Donald Trump and Paula White plan to build a state church. This will give life to the image of the beast. It says the mingling of the churchcraft and statecraft is represented by the iron and the clay. This union is weakening all the power of the churches. Disinvesting the church with the power of the state will bring evil results. It is plain and simple. They cannot go together. The prophecies are rapidly being fulfilled. Church and state unification won't bring freedom to religion, but oppression. We are looking at the era of the black horse from the book of Revelation.
We are witnessing the speaking as a dragon. When church and state come together, and now the church is dictating to the state what the state should enact, laws that the state should pass. Now we are seeing the same thing that happened during the Black Horse era, the compromise between church and state, this unification of church and state. Keep in mind the fourth horse, which was the pale horse, which was the era of the papacy, 538 AD to 1798 AD. What led to that era? It was that unification of church and state that led to the resurrection, or that led to the greatest persecution that God's people had ever faced on the face of this planet, which was the era of the Dark Ages. Evil result. It always ends in evil result when church and state come together.
So I want to show you guys something else as well. November 11th, 2019 article came out. Now I'm half on half on this, but I want to put more biblical meaning behind it instead of science. So as you know, NASA isn't trusted. We know that they lie, but they are claiming at the edge of the solar system there is a wall of fire. And while scientists have known about this dynamic for years, they've now discovered it thanks to the Voyager 2 space probe. Now some may argue that a lot of things NASA do and say is fake, and I can agree to that. Some may say that space is fake as well, and you know, it could be, but space doesn't mean it's outside the dome, as you all know, because we are under the firmament. So space could be the very space between Earth and the dome.
No, this is breaking news of our time. So Voyager 1 and 2 were built in the 70s to explore the gas giant, so the outer edges of the solar system. And then it just kept going. So once it passed the gas planets, it went to what we call the edge of the heliopause, and that is the extent of which sunlight and wind limits.
So in that space, it would also be known as the second heaven. So could this wall of fire that has been discovered and confirmed be the barrier to the third heaven? So on November 20th, 2019, another article came out. It says the Noah's Ark buried in Turkish mountains, as experts say 3D scans will prove biblical ship's existence. Now this has been discovered a while ago, but they are saying now 100% prove this is it, the biblical ship's existence with 3D scans. Whether or not if they can or cannot, it just goes to show that the end could always be a new beginning, maybe a sign that our end is soon near. But no fear, have faith and pray. Now here's another article I want to show you guys. On November 20th, 2019, it says the biggest explosion since the Big Bang. A gamma ray burst in a distant galaxy breaks the record for the brightest light ever seen, releasing as much energy as the sun would in 10 billion years. Now with all these stories coming out, I don't believe it's a coincidence. And if that wasn't crazy enough, check this out. This was posted yesterday. Scientists have found a fifth force of nature. Researchers claim to have observed energy that connects the visible world to dark matter. Wow. What are these guys actually doing? Because that article about the Big Bang, the flashing light, wasn't at CERN they were trying to open up a portal, trying to create the Big Bang, manifesting all these things? And what if they're actually cooking up something really, really dark here, and we're so blind to it, they're just saying, oh, look at this, look, scientists have found this, found that, you know, but really they're manifesting hell on earth. I believe prophecy is all being fulfilled, and we have to be thankful to be part of something much bigger than all of us, because we are all serving purpose for a bigger plan. We have to keep pushing forward. The strength that got us here today will be the strength to carry us the rest of the way. We can't just sit and believe. We have to preach and help people see the truth, shine light in the dark tunnel that these Satanists put over us. We must at least do that much, and much, much more for the Heavenly Father. Do not give up. And with that all being said, have faith, my brothers and sisters. Remain vigilant, and God bless you all.